Okay, so we're going to start building our first Windows 8 app. Okay, to do that, click on New Project. Okay, a project simply actually means an app. Okay, we use the terminology project for it. And what you see is a set of options for you to choose what kind of a project you want to create. Make sure that under templates, what you have is Visual, C#, and Windows Store, because we will be using C# to build our app. And what we can do first is to create a blank app, a simple one. Okay, and then we can give it a name. So we can just call it just give it any name you want. For me, I'll just call it my first app. Yay. And then you can click OK, and then the Visual Studio will generate the necessary project files. And what we have here is a whole chunk of stuff. Initially you'll be overwhelmed, but don't worry, I'll navigate you as we go along. Now, so this is the code panel, the code frame where we have our code. Alright, don't worry about all this, slowly teach you. And what we have here is the solution pane, where we have the files, individual files included in our project. And we also have our properties pane over here. Okay, you know each of them more in depth as we go along. But first what we do is click on the main page on .xaml. We'll first delete it first. Okay, first delete, right click on it and click on delete. Okay, click OK. Click on the project again, my first app. Right click on it and we'll click add, and under add, new item. Okay, and we'll be adding instead of a blank page which we had earlier, we'll click on a basic page which has at least some basic minimum page with layout awareness, a title, and a back button control. Okay, and now importantly here, what you have to do is you have to change the name of the page to main page. And if you realize it's the exact same name as what we have deleted previously. Okay, with a capital M and a capital P. Once you have done that, click on add, and then it says you have to add some missing files. Click on yes. And once you have done that, okay, let's look at the Solution Explorer again, and you notice that the main page.xaml has been added. So what's the difference between what have we just done? We have created a blank project, and we have actually deleted that, and we inserted a basic page so that at least we have some title to look at. Okay, some interactivity. Okay, and back to the panel over here, it says build the project to update design view. It says the design view cannot display correctly because some custom elements have not yet been built. The design view is actually the page that shows your user interface, which is to means it shows the actual user interface when you use a Windows 8 tablet. Okay, now to show that interface, we first have to build our project. So go to build and build solution. Okay, and what we have is the output pane showing the log messages. And okay, if you realize your user interface has appeared. Now we need to get rid of this, but don't have to click on close. Can click on auto hide. Okay, so that we can get it out earlier. And we don't need this for now. Click on the double arrow, and okay, can minimize everything. And okay, so you can scroll to see your actual user interface. So note that it looks exactly like a real tablet, a real Windows 8 Surface device. Okay, so this is actually how your app really looks like now. To see it live, you can click on this green arrow over here. This green arrow is actually the run project button. it runs in your project. Okay, so let me repeat that again. Okay, you click on the run project button. Okay, and then yeah, this is actually your app. Okay, similar to what you have actually exactly what you have seen in the design pane previously. Alright, so this is, congratulations, you got your first app written. Now what we're going to do is we're going to change the message of this thing. Okay, so to do that, you can click on the alternate tab, and to go back to your Visual Studio. Now before we can make any code changes, we first have to click on the stop button. Okay, stop debugging button. Okay, it looks the same as that of a DVD player. Okay, we're going to change this thing. Alright, and notice that if when you click it, okay, you see the property pane being populated, and it says that okay, the name of this element is called page title, and the type, it's a text block. So what it means is this is actually a text block user interface control or UI control. Okay, in a UI you have different UI controls, text blocks, you have labels, you have drop down boxes, image boxes, and so on. This is the most basic one, a text block. Okay, it's a block which contains text, obviously, and this is the property panes, which shows the properties of all the attributes of the UI control. Okay, so we see the property here, text, over here. So currently it's showing my application. Okay, but note if you click on it and click on edit resource, and you change this to, let's say, hello world with a question mark, with exclamation mark, sorry, click OK, and voila, see what happens. Okay, whatever is has been typed into the text property gets shown over here. And if you run your project again, okay, you see hello world. So congratulations, this is actually the first Windows 8 app that we have, and obviously we have much to learn, but this is just a simple application demonstrating how you get up and running with Visual Studio. And throughout the next few videos, we'll be learning the fundamental building blocks of C# to enable us to build more complex and useful programs. So continue to watch the videos.